MTN is seeing red instead of yellow in Nigeria. Motheo Khoaripe joins me now for a breakdown of the top business stories. Motheo, Net1 Technology is saying it's happy to have gotten rid of the SASSA contract, but its financials are saying otherwise.
It's a tough one for them because they've had this cushy contractor with government that's been bringing a lot of money. But as we've seen with Cash Paymaster Services, after the business was given to the South African Post Office, now it's gone down 81% in terms of revenue. Now there's concern about what the company looks like going forward, because this was their main project, of course, and their main money spinner. And the CEO really trying to give a better perspective of what the future will look like for Cash Paymaster Services under Net1, but still not convincing the market that he's got a bigger project than what he has now. They actually released a statement saying that the September paying cycle, which will be their last one, will bring a lot of problems for those that receive grants. More than 800,000, they're saying, won't receive their grant payments because they're old card users, and the South African Post Office and SASSA hasn't worked out a proper seamless system like the one they have to do these payments. I don't know if it was making a case for them to have, a longer contract, another extension on the contract, but, basically saying September is going to look like a very shocking one for those that do receive grant payments. But looking into the future, they better find a contract that's as cushy as they had with SASSA quite soon.
Yeah, let's move on to MTN, denying being involved in illegal activities in Nigeria, but the central bank is saying something else there.
Look, where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, I think MTN is becoming, is having quite a bit of a reputation now. The Iran contract was questioned. The unregistered SIM cards in Nigeria were also questioned, and they were fined $1 billion for that as well. And, the central bank coming out and saying Stanbic, which is under Standard Bank, as well as MTN, didn't do the due diligence to take out the 149 billion rand out of Nigeria. And of course, Nigeria is an economy right now that could do with all the foreign exchange currency to stay in the country. So they're demanding that MTN bring back that $8.1 billion back into the country, because they don't feel that they had the due diligence and did things within the book of the law.
Yeah, and then the rand, of course, not doing too well. What's driving that down?
Well, it's a thing that we've seen as a trend this year, with emerging market economies suffering and thus pulling the rand down. Of course, we are part of a basket of currencies, including the Mexican peso, Argentinian peso, the Turkish lira, and today, it's the Argentinian government that's in trouble. They've actually called on the IMF to say they need a $50 billion bailout, and that, of course, shook the market, because we are a riskier market to invest your money in, but with high returns. So when an emerging market economy goes down elsewhere in the world, every investor really shies away from putting money in the likes of South Africa, Mexico, Brazil, as well as Argentina and Turkey. And the Turkish lira also going down today as well, more than 5%. So that dragged down the rand. But of course, it's not good news, because currently Brent crude is going up, and of course, the rand is down, which could only mean one thing.
Yeah, one bad negative thing, petrol price increases, which we all hate. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate it. Motheo Khoaripe.